That's okay.
Hello, everybody. And by everybody, I mean 0.
It's okay. At least it's still recording.
Yes. Welcome to the official Mini Hoopers Draft-A-Thon. We're getting ready here. We have about 14 minutes exactly on the dot right now until the draft starts. So we're kind of starting early to give you a little bit of a preview. And we're going to get into it, and we're going to have a blast. Where am I? You got the second pick. Good for you.
Second pick. You are at number 5.
I'm at 5. I like that. I like that.
So we'll pull up the draft here for you guys. We should. Okay, we'll move this up here. How about that?
Yeah.
For right now. We can always move it somewhere else later. So yeah, as you can see, my name is Haley Steinfeld. His name is Stinky Pitts because we are the two funniest people in the league. And yeah, so I have the second pick. I'm not sure. Nobody else is in the draft right now. I'm not sure if we're gonna be, if everybody else is going to auto draft, and it's just gonna be us versus bots. But that would honestly might be more challenging.
And it would be funny.
Yeah,
I would love to start commentating on like what the bots think is the best pick.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just roast the algorithm, you know? So I guess we'll see. We're each going to be drafting from our phones as well.
Yes. I am currently trying to share stuff.
Share stuff.
Share stuff. Share stuff.
Share stuff.
We're sharing stuff. It's not letting me click on the video.
On the Mini Hoopers video?
Yeah. That's probably because I'm on the Mini Hoopers account, potentially. I mean, it should still let me. We're pretty pumped out here. As you can see, I made a little asset here underneath our box.
So true. Oh, great. Okay, so I can't actually draft from here, so I'm going to have to draft from the computer.
That's okay.
Which is okay. Now it's going to make me log back in. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, you're set.
We're all good. Okay.
I wish you could like have like a bystander draft board that is just like
right, like a bipartisan thing.
Yeah, you know? Where it just like shows each pick almost. Like, what if we just made it like the ESPN broadcast? What if we had an ESPN broadcast?
We need an ESPN deal. ESPN sponsor us. Will you check and make sure the audio is good on that? Make sure it can hear us all good.
That is fantastic audio.
Beautiful.
Sorry about the echo there, hearing us twice.
It's beautiful.
Whoever just talked right there is a really handsome voice.
I know. There was the second guy who talked. That wasn't the first guy with the handsome voice. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure. Assuming that we're going against AIs here, I'm not sure who they're going to go first. I imagine they're going to take best player available, and that's going to be Jamar Chase.
I mean,
right?
Do you know if Nick is drafting live?
I'll text him. We'll see if he wants to show up.
Yeah.
Because he forgot about our other fantasy draft in our other league, so he probably forgot about this one too. So yeah, we'll see if we can get some people in here. I texted Maddie earlier.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. She's probably at some bar right now though.
Yeah.
So
I'm down for call-ins too, if our competitors would like to call in.
Oh, Nick queued his first pick, I guess. So.
Oh, so he's set.
Yeah.
Is there any hashtags I should put on my announcement post that we are live?
Hashtag we're sexier than all of you.
Hashtag bald is beautiful.
Bald is beautiful.
That's what
he said we all know who I'm picking, and I don't know who that is. I don't know.
I mean, I would guess Jamar Chase because he's been consensus #1. But maybe is it Saquon?
Well, that's what I was thinking. It might be Saquon because if he doesn't take Saquon, I might take Saquon. You know, and I can tell you that because I have an earlier pick than you.
Yes, I have no idea kind of direction that I'm wanting to go at 5. I'm just going to try to go best available at that point because, I mean, we've got really good options here. I think probably I might end up going for like a CeeDee Lamb at 5. I just don't know. I I mean, Justin Jefferson made Sam Darnold look good last year, but I don't know if J.J. McCarthy's capable of that. Maybe Anthony Richardson is. Future Viking.
Future Viking, by the way, yeah. If you guys didn't watch our last YouTube video, make sure you guys go check that out.
Yes, we have clips on all our social medias as well. We have one TikTok of it. I'm going to try to make more shorts from that video. I'll try to make shorts from this right here if we have any funny moments.
So true.
See if I can post that. Hashtag fantasy, hashtag football, hashtag draft.
Hashtag fantasy, hashtag football, hashtag draft, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get our pretty faces on here.
Hashtag let's get it.
Hashtag let's get it. Actually.
Hashtag for the shoe.
Hashtag for the shoe. I'm gonna like pull my blanket over my bed so it doesn't look like I'm a slob here, you know?
And it has the Colts logo on there, so I'm posting it.
Fire.
Bro has to make his bed.
Well, it's just because like my blanket's just not on my bed correctly, so I was just making sure it didn't look all.
If we were in my room, it would not be a pretty sight.
Hey, that's okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, email. Oh my gosh, super party.
What?
Super party.
Stay chirpy.
Stay chirpy. Chirp up.
Chirp up. Cards country, we fly.
Cards country.
Yeah.
Broncos country.
Yeah, but ours is better because it's
Cards country.
Cards country, we
Cards
fly.
Country. Hey, Ryland's here. Nick's also here. So
good.
Got some people.
I'm about to join up. Draft now.
There we go. Stinky Pits is here.
Yeah, I gotta turn on my low power mode because I'm at 27%.
I have a charger. You want it?
I don't need it right now.
Okay, for sure. It's long. It's 6 feet long. Remember when we bought that?
Mm-hmm.
Such a good day.
Did it recognize that sound? Okay, yes. I can't do that. That's too annoying.
Yeah, it's very loud.
Yeah. That's my bad. I thought it would like the wall would dampen the sound.
Yeah, so tell me, who do you think? Who's your prediction for Super Bowl champion?
As of right now, I think the Ravens are in good position still.
But can Lamar win? Is the question.
I think he's capable of. I think he still has a good team around him, and I think I still think he's the best quarterback in the league, despite Josh Allen winning MVP last year.
I agree that he should have won MVP.
I mean, the stat line: 44 touchdowns, 4 picks.
Yeah, that's insane. 11 touchdowns to 1 interception is nuts.
That is one of the best quarterback seasons you'll see.
Plus the rushing as well.
Yeah, it's insane how good Lamar Jackson is at football, and he still got a really solid team behind him. The Eagles didn't lose much this offseason. I mean, their young defense is just getting more experience right now with DeJean and the other guy.
Yeah, and they have
Quentin
a rising
Mitchell.
Yeah, they also have a rising star in Zach Bond, who is also like a 93 overall in Madden, by the way.
That's nuts.
Kind of crazy. Hey, did you know that Cooper DeJean picked off Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl?
I didn't know. My gosh, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah.
But like I think the Eagles are in a really good position to potentially repeat. They're getting more experience together, and I still think that they're one of the best teams in the league. The Lions are healthy this year, hopefully, and if they can stay healthy, they were supposed to be contenders last year, and last year they were still really good at football. They just didn't have half their roster.
True.
So like if they can have a healthy season and they brought in some more defensively, and like if you just add Aiden Hutchinson back to the last year's Lions, I think you're in a pretty solid position. And
I mean, they could have won 17 games.
They could have, and they were close.
A top 3 edge rusher in the league back, and he's like, what is he, 24?
Yes.
Nuts, dude.
I think the Lions can be really good. I think you still have to have the Chiefs up there. I mean, they are just continuously getting older and older and older.
Yeah.
But I like.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna be good for 13 games at least. Like they always are. But the question is, can they how far can they get in the playoffs if they can get that home field advantage? I was gonna say home court advantage.
Yeah,
I got NBA brain.
Everything is home court advantage.
It is.
But like at the end of the day, I think all of it. I'm saying all of this to just avoid the fact that the Colts are winning it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just trying to divert your attention from Anthony Richardson taking Daniel Jones' job in week 5 of the season and throwing for 5,500 yards and 87 touchdowns.
Yes.
2-0 interceptions, by the way.
Yeah. Where Anthony Richardson is he's just gonna Steichen says he's one play away, and that one play is going to be a 100-yard pass.
Yeah, actually 150-yard pass. He's going to throw it into the practice field next door,
and he's going to get a touchdown.
And yeah, he's going to catch it over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Anthony Richardson doesn't miss. He never overthrows anything.
Not on the deep ball.
No, that's true actually. He puts that on a dime. He might actually try to that 150-yard pass might be an attempt at a 5-yard pass that he overthrew a little bit, but I guess we'll see.
We shall.
I got an alert from Mini Hoopers. The Colts QB situation is crazy. Wow, how interesting! You guys should really.
I wonder who posted that.
You guys should really watch.
I wonder
that video.
I wonder if I should watch that video. I need to stop.
Do I need to take that ball away from
No, I need it. Currently, you look at the numbers here. We have 5 out of 8 draftees participating in this right now.
Impressive.
One of those not participating is Ethan Kelso.
Who is Joshua?
Joshua? One of their friends.
Oh. Hello. What's going on here?
We've got the second pick overall, and I know that probably feels a little underwhelming since you're not picking first, but I promise it is not a bad thing because you don't have the same kind of pressure that comes with that number 1 overall selection. And you can rest easy knowing there are a bunch of good players available at the top of drafts this year. You just have to decide which path you want to take, and that comes down to whether you want to go with an elite running back or an elite receiver. Fortunately, in this range, there are no bad options, so you don't have to stress about that at all. And on top of it, I really like the group of players that are going to be available for you at the round 2-3 turn, especially since it's going to put you in prime position to potentially take an elite quarterback. And if you get a chance to do so, I highly recommend it this year. And if you get that, you might be able to come away with 3 elite players at 3 different positions. That would be an outstanding way to kick things off.
3 definite players I can think and that I think are reasonable first overall picks. I think Jamar Chase. I think Saquon Barkley. I do think Bijan Robinson, who's very, very good last year, is a very reasonable pick up at that level.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts is also up there.
Sorry, that went over my head for a second. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
Kyle Pitts. So
actually, likely be available. If Nick takes Kyle Pitts first overall, I might cry.
I don't think he's familiar with the memes.
I hope not, because that's my fifth overall.
I really do hope you end up taking Kyle Pitts.
I hope I get him.
He'll be available in the 6th round probably.
We don't know that. Here's my question. Here's another question for you.
Yeah.
What round do you think the first QB goes?
In this draft?
2. I agree. I think someone in the 2nd round is going to take a QB
they'll take Josh Allen.
Yes, or it will be a robot being like, Josh Allen's a really smart pick here.
Right.
And then the rush comes, and then everyone's gonna have a QB by mid round 4.
Right, which sucks. That's the worst draft. But there's only 8 people, so you can really hold off on a quarterback.
Yes.
Because they can pick the top 7 quarterbacks, and you'd be fine with the 7th best or the 8th best quarterback in the league. It wouldn't be that big of a deal.
I'm looking at these average draft position numbers here. Jamar Chase being up there is interesting. You look at all of these. The fact that Drake London is projected to be the 13th best player in fantasy is interesting to me because I have not thought about him at all.
I haven't either.
But
he's receiver 1 out there. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're close. 10 seconds. We'll see. We'll see because he has it. He has it auto-drafted. Who is he going to take here?
Let's see.
Smart choice.
He took Jamar.
Yeah,
okay.
So you're taking...
I'm going to take Saquon.
And Saquon.
Yeah.
Very great pick there. I think back-to-back really solid picks.
Yeah, let's see who the robot drafts here. My guess is going to be Bijan.
Yes.
I imagine.
Yeah, the robot just goes for the highest number.
Yeah, which makes sense.
And
now it's your pick.
Okay.
Who did they just take? Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I likely would have taken.
Okay, so you have your choice at a top one or two receiver in fantasy this year, realistically, depending on how Jamar does.
But I'm not gonna let Christian McCaffrey slide past me.
Okay, I think that's fair. Did
it let me draft?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, good.
You can see it in the bottom right there.
It gave me like a thing. I feel comfortable taking Christian McCaffrey. I think the 49ers are gonna have somewhat of a bounce back year. I know they just traded for Brian Robinson Jr., but I think it's still smart to draft Christian McCaffrey because he is one of the best players in football.
Yeah,
he's coming back from an injury. I have no doubt that he's still going to be a productive NFL
and
player.
he's gonna carry the workload there no matter what.
Yes, I mean you have the best game manager in football in Brock Purdy.
Exactly. Obviously, I mean just such a high motor, lots of grit out of that guy.
Yeah,
good football IQ. You know,
he's the T.J. McConnell of the NFL.
He really is, but I mean. Yeah, I actually had a really good comparison, I think. Yes. So let's go over the recap of this round as soon as Rylan here picks in. There we go. So obviously first we got Jamar Chase, then Saquon, Bijan, Jameer Gibbs, Christian McCaffrey. Then this is the ones we didn't see. Justin Jefferson went 6th, which I don't think is
that's not crazy.
Bad. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad pick. Amon-Ra 7th. I think that's also fair. And then CD 8th, which is also fair. I think this is a pretty average round one.
Yes. I kind of wanted CD at 5.
Puka went 9th.
I mean, he is projected to have a really solid season. Derrick Henry going 10th. I'm very happy that I was able to get my running back out of the way. I'm sure you are as well.
Yeah. For sure.
I do have in mind who I am intending to draft right now, depending on who is picked here. By Maddie. Who is actually participating in this draft. That is crazy. Big news. Brock Bowers went 11th overall. Oh my gosh. Now I don't even know what I'm going to do.
Brock Bowers.
I'm going to
go win the league.
I'm going to go Malik Neighbors on here. I'm going to take that pick.
Malik, I think you have to. I think that Jackson Dart could step up and go for 3,500 this year.
And like the worst case scenario is Jameis Winston's your starting QB, and at least he's going to throw the ball far.
Exactly. Yeah, and he can hit Malik down the field.
Yeah. I think the Giants QB situation is at the worst case scenario you have a mid QB. Best situation. Yeah,
So Nico Collins and Brian Thompson. So I'm gonna go with the receiver. Ooh.
Do you go with the receiver?
There's not even.
I don't really see a receiver that I love.
I don't like Drake London here. I really don't. Maybe why is he projected so high?
That's a really really good question.
I mean, let's see. What was his? So you got, 1,200 receiving yards, 8 touchdowns. That's actually not a bad year on 145 targets. That's crazy volume. Maybe I take Drake London here.
Take a flyer on him. I don't think that's a bad second round pick.
Why not?
I don't think that's a terrible second round pick.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
And after that, Ashton Jeanty went 2nd round last pick. Smart pick by Nick there. I think Jeanty is in the position. I mean, who's next to him?
So Jonathan Taylor went next. He picked back-to-back running backs. Okay, interesting.
I mean, that's 2 really solid running backs.
Maybe do I take Devon A-Chain is the question.
Yeah, I mean that backfield is freed up now that Mostert's in Vegas.
That's true. I actually really like that pick. I think you're right.
He's a very good, athletic, fast running back,
and he's younger too.
Much younger.
Yeah, I'm happy with that pick. It was him or Josh Jacobs for me, maybe even Bucky Irving. But so I have 2 running backs and a receiver. What do you have?
I have a receiver and a running back.
A receiver and a running back. You've only picked. You should have picked 3 times.
I am currently.
Oh, you're currently picking. Sorry, I forgot about that.
I am going with a stellar white boy.
Kyle Pitts.
Lad McConkey. Kyle Pitts is not white.
I know that.
Lad McConkey. He has a really solid QB in Justin Herbert. He's in a good system with Harbaugh. I think the Chargers are definitely getting back into the position where they can be a playoff football team. I think McConkey's the best receiver in that
for sure. I agree, especially after getting rid of Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not sure who Caleb is gonna go here. My guess is, I mean,
Who does he have?
If I'm him, wow, Trey McBride's mocked this high. That's crazy. Look, Lamar Jackson's already mocked up here. A robot's gonna take him, but at least we might get to the 4th round before quarterback goes.
Which is really solid. We made it through that 2nd round with no quarterbacks taken, and I like that.
And almost through the 3rd round. We'll see. We'll see who Caleb takes here. Because if I'm him, Lamar Jackson is calling to me.
Yes.
He's like the Green Goblin mask, you know?
Because he's going to have the best numbers out of any QB.
Right. He is. And even if he doesn't have the best passing numbers, like his rushing upside as well, it's too good to pass up. You know, who do you take? He took A.J. Brown.
Which is a solid pick.
Yeah,
I think the Eagles are going to be a contender this year.
You can't really go wrong with the wide receiver 1 on the Super Bowl champion, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
So he took James Cook.
Very interesting pick there by
That's a reach. Holy smokes. Okay.
He had to look for James Cook.
He did. He was on the screen.
Down.
Yeah. Sam Laporta went 25th. Interesting.
You got to take a tight end somewhere.
Yeah, but I'm surprised he didn't take the best tight end available. He didn't take Trey McBride.
If I'm going to take a tight end, I know what tight end I want.
I know what tight end you want, too.
Yes. Do you know what tight end I want?
Does his name start with a K?
No.
Oh.
I'm like actually drafting serious. I'm hoping to get Kyle Pitts for my bench.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Maybe play my flex spot.
Yes, I do. His name starts with a T.
Yes, and he's far down this list, man.
Right. Well, because he's unproven, and we don't have a quarterback. Remember?
Yes, but also he is elite pass catcher.
Yeah, I'm not denying that. I'm saying that fantasy doesn't like that. You know?
Yes.
I'm surprised we have everybody in this draft. Oh, I guess Ethan's still not here, and then Nick just left. But whatever.
Yeah. Seems like Caleb must have left too. Because
there we go. Yeah. Now he's auto drafted.
Chase Brown.
That's a bad pick for.
Let me look at his draft right now.
Yeah, unless.
Oh wait, I'm on the clock. Chase Brown. That's
Kyron
the second running back.
That's a beautiful pick, Kyron.
Team. I think I'm gonna go with the tight end here.
Gonna go Trey.
Yes, I'm going Tyler.
No, right now?
Yes.
Why? He wasn't gonna be a pick for probably
because I need a tight
rounds. Right, but you could use this on like a better person than get Tyler Warren later.
That's true.
I know you've never drafted in fantasy before.
This is my first draft. That is true.
Yeah, generally you don't reach like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so they took Trey McBride. So, okay, I'm going to take, because the robot's going to take Lamar here. Yes. So the question is, do I want to take Lamar from the robot?
Yes. That is the question.
Or
because the quarterback rush is happening no matter what after this pick.
I know that, and
who they're picking.
That's fine. I will actually, because my thought was maybe I could take Jaden Daniels because I really like Jaden Daniels, but okay, Nick's back now.
I actually think, Ethan might really like getting Josh Allen.
Yeah. Oh no! There
Nick
he goes.
Took him. Oh my gosh! Here we go.
Back to back. Okay.
The time is now.
The time is now.
Though now I'm very interested in who I'm gonna try to get at that 37th.
I think after Lamar, Josh Allen, and Jaden Daniels, there's a heavy fall off. Maybe Jalen Hurts, I guess, is up there, but there's T. Higgins gone. I'm gonna take Jackson Smith and Jigba.
He is very good at football,
and he's the clear number one option on a okay Seattle team.
Yeah.
On an okay Seattle team, you know.
So I'd say with generally almost 100% accuracy, yes, Jaden Daniels just went to Ethan, which I'm not happy about because I really wanted him at 37. So now I've got to start looking at positions
Mike
that
Evans.
I have yet.
Jalen Hurts is up there if you'd like him.
I don't see him being much better than many other QBs with potentially.
That's fair.
So I think at this point I should go for like a running back, but I mean there's not really a great one available. There's Chuba Hubbard, Kenneth Walker.
I think Kenneth is not a bad pick. Breece Hall is not a bad pick. Kamara, you can't go wrong with Kamara. I think James Conner is the most underrated running back in the league.
Yeah. This is such a difficult pick here. I think I will go I'll go Chuba. because I think the Panthers are going to be solid, and I think it's going to come a lot from him. Bryce Young's going to be a better quarterback, and the pressure is going to be taken off of that backfield. So I'm going to go with Chuba Hubbard.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, they have him mocked as the next running back to go. So I'm just going to kind of listen to the algorithms there as someone who's not necessarily as much of a ball knower in this subject.
Yeah, that's fair. I can't blame you. I think that Chuba could definitely be good. Yeah, I mean, he's the clear, again, number one option in Carolina. He's always kind of left a bad taste in my mouth because he's never really taken that next step. Like last year he stepped it up a little bit, but he always kind of been a rotation running back. But yeah, this could be the year for sure.
Yeah. Mahomes and Joe Burrow just went back to back.
Wow. Okay, Mahomes that high is over Jalen Hurts is really interesting to me.
I would have liked to. When I said no to Jalen Hurts, it was kind of because I intended on going Joe Burrow.
Yes, that was my thought process. I would have taken Joe Burrow. Mahomes is notoriously not a very good fantasy quarterback.
No, the only thing that makes him better than everybody is that he wins.
Right, exactly. He's a winner, exactly, which is great. But
so now I have to start looking into that QB position.
Yeah,
because I was hoping to sneak Joe Burrow at 44, but that definitely is not going to happen here. Looking at who we have available.
Yes.
So fantasy has Justin Fields mocked above Bo Nix, Dak Prescott, and Baker Mayfield.
Who?
Justin Fields.
Over Baker? Really? That's the most surprising one on the list for me.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Justin Fields, I'm a believer, but I don't think that he's proven enough to go above. I guess just the rushing upside, maybe?
Potentially. Yes.
I mean, do we think that he's the number one option on the Jets? I think he is, right? Like the clear starter?
Yeah.
Okay, I would say he is.
I mean, I can't think of any other QB who is on the Jets currently.
Yeah, there's a couple, but they're all kind of nobodies.
I think I do know who I am going with at this next pick, though. And I think it is going to end up being the best available, given Maddie does not take him.
Jalen Hurts?
I will go Jalen Hurts.
It's your pick?
There is a lot riding on that, and I mean, if I take I might go with a younger, higher upside QB later in this to have a good backup, someone to kind of take that place, because I like Jalen Hurts isn't necessarily the biggest numbers guy in my head, but he does get a lot of touchdowns.
He does. I mean, he's passing it to the best 1-2 punch receiving duo outside of Jamar Chase and T.
Yeah, and he's sneaking in with that tush push.
Exactly. Yeah, he is getting a lot of touchdowns that way. So I need a tight end here. But the issue is there's a heavy drop off of tight end. The next best one is TJ Hawkinson, and I can take him in 2 rounds realistically.
Yes, so you can let that sit for a little.
I'm going to load up on a flex position, and Terry's scary because I don't know where he's going to end up. Because there's still all this drama going on with Washington.
The Commanders took him off IR, so he is currently practicing with the team, I believe. But there's still so much up in the air with Scary Terry that
I'm gonna go James Conner. I think that James Conner is the ultimate flex position player.
That's a good pick. I was considering him over my Chuba Hubbard pick.
Yeah, he gets a lot of touchdowns, like a lot of he's a goal line back. So I think that he's definitely a solid flex pick there for me. So yeah, I'm looking for tight end. Oh no, I'm still not. I'm still up next here. I'm gonna look at tight end probably at pick 63, realistically.
Yeah.
Who is RJ Harvey? Denver running back right here. I've never heard of this guy.
Must be a young guy.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. He must maybe a rookie. I don't know. I feel like I knew the rookie running back class pretty well, but maybe not. So now, do I fall for it and go with Pickens?
I mean, Pickens might get better looks with CD drawing some more coverage.
Right, and I think he's in a better quarterback situation.
Yes, I definitely. It's just, do you think the Cowboys are going to be capable of playing offense this year?
That's a good point. The Terry is just such a.
He calls to you. He's whispering sweet nothings in your
does.
ear, but
I know. I need a receiver here, regardless. Okay, all right, I get it. Travion Henderson. I'm just kidding. We'll take Terry. That's fine.
That is a solid pick, and it's kind of something that I would agree with.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need him to start. I have 2 other receivers to start for me, so like he can be kind of a wild card, and maybe a trade chip in the future. Like that's okay. Yes.
I'm looking to see what Joshua's doing here. I have a couple in the chamber that I'm willing to fire off, but it kind of seems like Joshua's going to let it go into auto draft, and so likely my flex pick with Alvin Kamara, who I also think is capable of getting lots of touchdowns, is going to go here right before my pick. So I have a couple other things to look at, and I think I'm going to go Xavier Worthy's going to get some looks this year. Hopefully,
but Rashee Rice is back. Remember that.
Isn't he suspended for a few games?
I don't think he has been yet.
He might be in prison.
Well, I didn't think he was yet. I was saying, well, he could be, but I think they're pushing it to like 2026.
So I'm gonna do what you weren't strong enough to, and I'm gonna draft George Pickens here. At the very least, we'll see a fight.
Yeah. That's fair. That's a good pick because that's your 3rd receiver, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So he's playing kind of towards my flex position.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I think that's fair. Travion Henderson. Wow,
that is high.
Holy smokes!
Holy Travis
Kelce.
That is insane. That's
TS12. What's going on, Caleb? I don't even know who Caleb is.
Yeah, that is crazy.
They picked TS12, dude. What the heck?
Now that basically my entire offense has been selected, I'm gonna start looking into the bench pieces of the world.
Yeah.
I'm kind of talking through this because I have never done this before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna kind of go for high upside guys that I really like, and kind of go from there. It's kind of.
I think that's fair. I'm not 100% sure. Because I still need a tight end. I'm not sure who's still going to be on the board. I'm kind of looking at Hawk.
Definitely.
Tua. Yeah, I had to. Evan. I don't like the Evan Ingram propaganda.
I took someone who you would probably have wanted to get towards this neck of the draft.
Yeah, Njoku. I like Njoku a lot. I don't know. I think Hawkinson's probably the best pick. We're going to see what Caleb picks if he ever decides to pick anybody. Is he the one who picked who did he pick? Oh, Kelce, right? Okay. Yeah, that's rough. I'm not gonna lie. That's a rough pick. Let's see. He gets Jalen Waddle, so it's just best available, which makes sense. All right, Maddie got Xavier Worthy.
This is a personal pick. This isn't necessarily the smartest pick, but he got plenty of touchdowns last year. He's gonna get some good looks with the Giants this year. I'm going Tyrone Tracy Jr., former Purdue running back. As a Purdue fan, I have to go that direction because just like my father, I am a homer with my fantasy teams.
Of course.
And so I will be going with Tyrone Tracy there.
Okay, perfect. So Zay Flowers. So now I'm going to reach heavily. This like pains me to do and take Hawkinson.
I mean, tight ends are dropping like flies.
I suppose I could have waited until 66, but that's okay. I don't think that Nick's gonna pick 2 players because I don't really need anybody on the top of this draft. Jamison Williams could be nice, but I'm not particularly married to that. I'm thinking about maybe Tet McMillan. But we'll see. Nick took RJ Harvey. Ooh, Pacheco's kind of calling my name, but I don't know. I kind of want the kid with more upside, Or maybe I reach and take Rashee Rice a little bit. I mean, he was leading the league in receiving yards and touchdowns before he tore his leg open.
So before he did it? I know who did it.
Well, before Patrick Mahomes did it.
There you go.
I'm going to take Tet McMillan. He's a rookie.
I think
best receiver in the draft.
I think Bryce Young also is due for a bit of a progression this
season. And I think Tet is the number 1 receiver on that team.
Exactly. I agree 100%.
So we'll see what's happening here. So they took Tony Pollard.
Oh, it's so awesome. I think I might have to do something with pick 69. Is there a search feature?
Yes.
How?
Or you can at least narrow it down. You can filter. Sorry, I got a tight end.
You already knew.
Of course I know.
How far down? With the 69th pick of the draft, Stinky Pitts is taking Kyle Pitts. Baby, come on. High upside. He could have been the first pick in the draft. I'm taking him, getting him here in the 9th round. What else are you gonna do with this?
He had a Shadur level downfall. Could have been the number 1 pick, man.
He could have been the number 1 pick. Let me tell you.
With the 69th pick. That's so funny.
I think it is so convenient that I was able to do some really stupid stuff with the 69th pick. I think allowing me to have that pick was a mistake by Yahoo Fantasy.
Absolutely it was.
I think they did make a mistake, but I am profiting off of it because I got the privilege to draft Kyle Pitts. So whoever did in this draft, who likely he could have gone undrafted, and I probably could have picked him up.
Right, but this pick is much funnier.
It is much funnier, and I'm kind of at the point where everyone who I want, I will likely get later in the draft.
True.
Because like right now, I'm looking more into that QB kicker defense, and that is so far down the road that I'm just picking bench pieces anyways, so I'm able to do a little bit of shits and giggles.
Yeah, I think that's fair. What fun is fantasy football if you don't have a little shits and giggles?
Exactly. So my back-to-back picks have been entirely personal and not because they're necessarily good at football. With Tyrone Tracy and then Kyle Pitts here.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Is he Kyle Pitts senior? Is that what I saw on the thing, or is it junior? It is senior. Just like Anthony Richardson, who's also due for a breakout. They're both going by senior now, which is very interesting. And
they got their dad strength, man.
Dad strength.
Dad strength.
Yes.
So Roma Dunze, that's how you know this draft is getting bleak.
Caleb Williams is breaking out, I promise. That footage of him freaking out at training camp is not, you're reading too far into it. He's actually super good at football and he's not bad. I promise.
Facts, bro.
Do I take him for I've had enough shiggles today.
What were you thinking?
Do I take Caleb Williams here?
No.
I still have some. Oh wait, I did take a QB. I forget that I took Hurts.
Yeah.
So my offense is entirely booked.
Yeah, you're all good. Travis Hunter this low is interesting to me.
I know they're wanting to play more at receiver, but you just worry about the double reps and how that is gonna affect him.
Yeah.
And so I'm a little worried. I think there's a lot of worry around drafting Travis Hunter and how productive he will be as a wide receiver.
I think that's fair.
Because again, we said this last year in Mini Hoopers that we think he is a much better cornerback than he is wide receiver, and they're not planning on playing him at that position. Of course,
the Jags were the one team that said we plan to play him at receiver.
Yes,
it's your pick.
It is my pick. All right, I will be drafting somebody potentially. Oh, I don't want a tight end. I was still sorting by tight end.
Who are you thinking?
This is tough for me because generally I kind of have every position I want, but you know what? I am actually due for another wide receiver, so I will go with the Travis Hunter pick. We were just talking about him. I think he is one of those flashy guys. I think him being on the Jaguars is interesting. They will have their QB back this year. I think Trevor Lawrence, as stupid as he is and as stupid as he looks, I do think he has potential to be a solid quarterback. I had him projected as an MVP 2 years ago, MVP candidate, and then he sucked really bad. But I still think there's potential there. So I think taking someone like Travis Hunter is kind of putting some hope in Trevor Lawrence.
True. So, unfortunately, Ethan did just take Rashee Rice from me, which really sucks because that's who I was looking at. So, the thought process is, does Caleb Williams suck enough to get DeAndre Swift Senior?
That is a really good question.
Or do I take Justin Fields? Justin Fields being higher than Bo Nix is absolutely crazy. We're going to take DeAndre Swift, I think.
I kind of know where I'd like to go with my 85th and try to get a backup of a very important position.
Another tight end.
No, I don't need another tight end. Though I do love that position, and it might be the best position on the field.
The best named position, that's for sure. So
Yes.
David Njoku and Brock Purdy, that sucks because I kind of wanted Njoku, but that's okay. What are we thinking here? I'm kind of thinking, who is Jaylen Warren?
Really good question. We're kind of getting to that point in time where
Jordan Mason. Wow, yeah.
I kind of don't know if anyone is good anymore.
Jacoby Myers, Jerry Jeudy. Do you want Bo Nix? I wasn't sure if that's who you were looking at.
That is someone who I do really like at this end of the draft, this late round thing. That wasn't necessarily who I was looking at, but it's not a really bad shout.
I'm going to take Aaron Jones, I think. I think Aaron Jones, because I don't really need Bo Nix right now.
I think the Vikings are going to have to be running the ball a fair amount because J.J. McCarthy is not good at football.
Right, they're going to run a college offense for him.
Yes.
I think J.J. McCarthy is good at football. I just don't think that he's NFL level yet.
No. I mean, you look at how he has played during the preseason. He has not looked good, and that scares me a lot for him, and I'm not really most confident that he will be a valuable player. I was going to go with Justin Fields, but he is now gone, and I will go the exact direction as you were kind of leaning me towards. I was wanting to go for a backup QB here, and I do think that Bo Nix is a very good, serviceable backup, and I think he is young and has high upside compared to Jalen Hurts. And that's exactly what I was looking for in a backup QB.
There you go. Yeah, I was thinking about going backup quarterback because I have Lamar, obviously, who's generally pretty prone to injury. Hey, there's Kyler Murray, mocked 92nd, by the way, when Auto Draft took him in the 4th round for me. I'm still very angry about that. Justin Fields ranked higher than the quarterback at Auto Draft in the 4th round.
That's so funny, and I love that your Auto Draft was like, actually, we're not going to draft the best available. We're just going to draft someone really bad.
Right, let's screw him over as much as possible.
I think Kyler Murray does have potential to be a good quarterback. I still think he has it in him.
Potential.
But also the Cardinals will never be good at football, and they never have been. And again, they will never be good at football.
True.
Even though Maserati Marv is one of my favorite players in the league.
Love him. I don't remember who took him. Somebody way earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know who I'm really thinking with this next pick. TBH.
I'm trying to look at the buys of my current players, and now I'm seeing them. Okay.
Yeah, I have all my buys listed here, fortunately. So I have 7, 5, 8, 9, 12, 6, 8. I have 2 8s.
I figured out where they are, and turns out all 3 of my running backs have the exact same bye week.
That's really bad for you.
Yes, it is.
Might pick a running back here.
I'm going to have to.
What bye week is it?
Week 14. So it's a very important week.
Yeah.
Late in the season.
That's like the last. That might be playoffs. Well, no, it's like the week before playoffs.
So I'm kind of getting to the point where it might just be take the best running back available.
Yeah, I might take Jordan Mason.
And that is exactly what I'm going to do.
There you go.
He's not even the best running back on his team, but I desperately need a running back.
I'll say I got the best running back on the team.
Yes. I've come to that dastardly realization.
Tucker Kraft went. Yeah, we're getting into the nitty gritty here. How many rounds are there? 15. Okay.
I am prepared to play a player who is going to be on his bye week. Because I don't want to have 5 running backs on my roster. So it might get to a point where I drop another player so I can pick up a running back that week. Just so I can survive and keep my head above the water.
How long is Jordan Addison suspended for? Do we know?
I can't imagine it's any more than 3 games.
You don't think? And Jordan Addison's good.
Yes, he is very good at football.
So I'm going to take him because he can just sit on my bench. I don't need him right now.
Exactly.
I'm okay with that.
For a bench piece, I think that's really smart because, again, you do not have to play him.
Yeah, and my receivers are a little bit weaker. They're a lot weaker than my running backs are. So
I'm just double checking here. Is it now smart to start looking for kickers and defenses?
I think you can.
Okay. I still don't believe... Oh, a kicker just went. Brandon Aubrey.
So I'm going to look for... Hang on, can I filter? Here we go. Give me team defenses. Actually, I'm gonna go kicker first. I can pick defense in a second. Let's go with where's the kid? Cam Little. Do I take him? I have him in my other league. I don't need him.
I mean, can your favorite kicker bomb a 70-yarder? Probably not.
Probably not. But I'm gonna go Cameron Dicker the kicker.
Dicker the kicker. I'm looking around for kind of kickers that I like, and they have my favorite kicker in the league, who's actually on my favorite team in the league, sitting at like the worst of all the kickers, which is very interesting. And I'm gonna kind of go a direction that this is the kicker I had on my dad's team last year.
CJ Stroud went 100th. That's crazy.
Yes, it is, because he was very bad last year. And I'm gonna go Fairbairn. I think he's a really good kicker. And I will just drop him during his bye week, so it doesn't matter.
I think that's fair.
I think he's solid, and I don't think the Texans will get a lot of touchdowns, so I do think that Fairbairn will get a lot of attempts up.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. I don't know who's going to go next here. Literally everybody is here instead of 14th round. That's actually impressive to me. Ethan is the only one who has not shown up yet.
Yeah.
He's a working man, remember?
Yes. It is insane to me how disrespected the Colts defense is this year. As I'm scrolling through defenses trying to figure out what defense I am going to take, I was like, where's Colts? Very far down when I don't really think they should be.
Yeah, I think that they're very slept on this year. I would agree.
I can tell you what defense I am going to try to pick. This is if that defense gets picked. And they definitely did not. Currently, they have the best defenses. Pittsburgh, no defenses have been selected yet. But I don't care about any of that because I'm going to go my favorite defense in the league. I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions.
I think that's fair. I don't think Detroit's a crazy pick there. I like Detroit a lot. I think that they have just consistently two of the best sides of the ball that you can have in the league. You know?
I completely agree. And I think Detroit is a real Super Bowl contender this year. I'm very excited to see what they do.
I would agree. So now the question is, who do I pick here?
That is the question.
I don't like Minnesota because they lost a couple pieces. I can't pick Houston for the life of me. Sorry.
As much as I love Will Anderson, I hate that he's a Texan.
I agree, and I can't pray for the Texans' success.
Do you pick with the heart here? This is your second to last pick of the draft. Do you use your last pick on something fun, or do you use that last pick on?
I'm actually going to get not Caleb Williams. I'm gonna pick Kyler here.
He does have upside,
right? But I need a backup quarterback, and I'm gonna pick defense with the last pick in the draft here.
Yes, I actually really think that Caleb Williams could be a good player this year.
Okay. Team defenses. Now the question is, who do I pick? And I think the answer is the Indianapolis Colts.
That you're rooting for both your fantasy team and your favorite team.
So true. Yeah, and I think that they have a lot of upside.
Yes, the secondary is very light right now, and I think that's why they're kind of getting disrespected on mocks.
Yeah, the injuries are kind of banging them up.
But I mean, Juju Brents and Jalen Jones are back. I picked the heart here, and I took one of my favorite wide receivers in the league in Josh Downs, who I think is a very good slot receiver. And I think any quarterback playing for the Colts will be able to hit Josh Downs, and I think he'll be able to get a lot of yardage, a lot of touchdowns.
I would agree. Okay, well,
that is it for the draft. Do we want to take a look around the league now?
Yeah, can we should be able to do that if we go back here. Oops, if we go to Jags suck. So let's look at, they haven't done matchups yet, so it'll take, I think, around 10 minutes.
All right, so we'll break down our own individual drafts here first. Why don't you go first and look at your team and see how you feel?
Sure. So they haven't updated it over there, so we'll just go off of this. So Lamar at my quarterback.
Best
obviously
available.
I like, right. Obviously, I mean best fantasy option in the draft. So I couldn't have gotten much better value for that pick there.
I completely agree.
Drake London, that's my wild card. We're gonna see.
That's a risky pick, but right. I mean, judging by stats from last year with Kirk as his QB,
Mm-hmm.
I think with a QB who I think is a better QB in Michael Penis Jr. Will be able to make Drake London look good.
Yeah, I hope so. And then Jackson Smith and Jigba, I think just a solid wide receiver too. I mean, has wide receiver 1 potential, but not worried about him. Saquon Barkley, I think he's the best running back in the draft, next to Bijan at least.
Definitely.
So I think him or Bijan are kind of 1A, 1B for me.
But I mean, Saquon also is proven compared to Bijan, who really isn't.
Right. So yeah, I like that pick there. Obviously, nobody's gonna complain about having Saquon Barkley on their team. Devon Achane. Also, I like that pick. I mean, wide receiver 1 in Miami, a team that should probably run the ball a lot, so their quarterback stops getting hit. And then tight end TJ Hawkinson, I don't love, but he was the best available when I picked up a tight end. So I think that my skill position players are going to kind of carry that tight end spot, but that's okay. And then James Conner at the flex, I love that. That's exactly what I was looking for. Cameron Dicker the kicker, you know. Not bad. I mean, he was the best kicker on the board, so I'll take it.
Yes, definitely.
And then with the Indy defense, it is a wild card, but I can always drop and get a better one if I need to.
Yes, so. and it's very high upside. It's a defense that's recently been put together, new coordinator, so the low can be very low, but the high is very intriguing and something that is very interesting to look at. And you have that personal connection, which I think makes drafting a team like that even better.
I would agree. And then let's go to the bench really quickly. Terry McLaurin, I think high upside. I just don't know where he's going to go. Ted McMillan, I love him. He could easily slide into that, the wide receiver, 1 or 2 spot, depending. DeAndre Swift and Aaron Jones and are just kind of like trade chips and bye week people if I need them.
Definitely.
And then Jordan Addison, once he gets out suspension, should be a great player. And then Kyler Murray is just a backup quarterback.
That's a really solid team, and I think it's going to be hard to argue. Let's look at draft results here, see if we can look at all the teams.
Draft war. Oh, that would have been nice to look at.
Yeah, this. But we can.
You can look at yours here.
Yes, here's what we'll look at. This is me. If you want to see my profile picture here, you actually can't. Open image in new tab. Here we go. That is me standing by a fire here.
Hang on, I got you.
I'm sitting by a fire. There's a hot dog there. I was holding it like that so I could kind of get a rotation going. And I got made fun of. And there is 4 different pictures of that exact moment that is circulating around lots of Red Barn group chats.
Kind of looks like you're just peeing fire.
It kind of looks like it, but wouldn't that be awesome if I had that ability?
It would be awesome. Okay.
So to break down my team here, I really like what I have. I have a arguable MVP candidate at many times in his career in Jalen Hurts. Do I love him as a fantasy point getter? Not necessarily, but he can get touchdowns, and touchdowns count for a lot of points, and so I like having him on my roster. At wide receiver, I have Malik Neighbors, who is one of the best wide receivers available. I believe he was my first overall pick. Nope, he was my second rounder.
Yeah, because your first was Christian McCaffrey.
Yes, but Malik Neighbors in many drafts is projected first round, and I think it would have been first round if we had a bigger draft. And I think there's a lot of good upside with Malik Neighbors, and I do think his quarterback group is so much better than it was last year.
I agree.
And it would have been better if they just got rid of Daniel Jones. I think the bar was just getting rid of him, and then they made it much better than that. But now we took on that front, and I hate the Colts for it. Next wide receiver, we have Ladd McConkey, high upside, good quarterback, good playbook. I took 2 young wide receivers who are set for some really solid seasons, and I think I really like those 2 picks. At my first running back, we have Christian McCaffrey, who is coming back from a really serious injury last year, hardly played at all, got hit with the Madden curse, but
McCaffrey? He played in 14 games last season.
He did?
Yeah, look, it's right here. Games played, 14 games. McCaffrey played almost the entire season.
Wow, I thought he was hurt all season.
No, he was on my team last year. He's the reason I went to the semifinals.
That's my bad. I just think he's due for kind of a comeback season.
Sure.
I think McCaffrey definitely has the upside that we're looking for, and I think he is just one of the best players in the league. And if I were to pass on him, I think that would be disappointing. Chuba Hubbard, I just had to pick running back. I needed a backup running back. He's the best running back available at the time. So Chuba Hubbard. I do think that he's in a good position in Carolina.
I agree.
I reached hard for Tyler Warren, but I do think he will be one of the best tight ends in football this year. I think as a safety valve, because that's kind of what he is playing, and he's a really good pass catcher. So whoever is playing QB for the Colts, he is going to be the easiest option to get that ball to. Him and Josh Downs, who I also have on my team. And so those two are going to be where the ball is likely going the most, no matter who is playing QB for the Colts.
And he might play QB. So
potentially. We'll he will likely get some wildcat opportunities at the goal line.
Mm-hmm.
George Pickens at my flex, wild card. We have no idea what he's going to look like in the Dallas offense. But I like what I like what I see. I think he gets good opportunity next to CD. He's no longer the wide receiver one. He is up there. Then to get to my bench, we have Tyrone Tracy, Purdue player. That's just that's a personal pick that I like. Kyle Pitts, who is the best player in this draft in the NFL. Travis Hunter, high upside rookie. Just excited to see what we get from him. It's more of like I would like to be the one who tests that instead of anybody else.
Sure.
Bo Nix is a backup QB. He made the Broncos a actual playoff team last year when they hadn't been since the Peyton Manning era. So I think Bo Nix is a very solid quarterback, and I'm excited to see how he's able to progress. I know he's old, but there's still progression to be had. Jordan Mason, I needed a running back who didn't have a Week 14 bye. And then Josh Downs is just a solid backup receiver pick. Next up, we have Fairbairn, who I think is a very good pick. I'm not going to try to say his first name. Kaimi
Fairbairn.
That's a very good first name that he has. And he was my kicker last year, and he provided good stuff. I don't think the Texans are going to get into the end zone much. I think they'll get around the end zone quite a bit. So I think Fairbairn's going to have plenty of opportunities to look good this year. Detroit defense, they're just a really good defensive team. They have a ton of talent on that side of the ball. And I just think it's no question that they will be a good defense. The question is, will they be the best defense? And I'd rather have that be the question than if they're a good defense. And that's why I took the first defense in the draft.
Yeah, I think it was an interesting draft all around.
Yes, everyone generally participated quite a bit, which I'm a fan of.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have about 2 minutes until the draft is considered complete, and then we can really look at. Standings. Do you think they would have projections? This table shows the points for all teams based on players they have drafted.
So I'm number 1.
Yes, everyone's close. Generally, there's like a definite top 3 here, and then all the others are kind of a tier below. I'm the cutoff there for the tier below. But I think I just had some fun. But I think Lamar boosts you a ton compared to a lot of other people.
Actually, Nick had Josh Allen, who boosts him more than I do. Look at Nick's receiving room. For me, it's my running back room. Look, my running back room is much better than all of your guys's. Yeah,
well, you have Saquon, Achane, and Connor, who are all really solid. We have...
My defense kind of screws me.
The computer did very good drafting Ethan's team. He has a solid defense with the best tight end room, which is exciting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I wonder, who did he get at tight end? Trey McBride, likely who they thought was best available.
Oh, I guess we could have just gone through this. We didn't have to wait.
I generally, you can't really get much from this because this is all projected points.
Yeah. Sorry, let me see this.
Yeah, of course.
So let's just go through the teams here. Just kind of one by one, look at like highlights. So he has Jaden Daniels. He got Bijan, his first pick. Josh Jacobs. Yeah, I would say that he has a very like solid team. Brian Thomas. Wow.
He has a lot of people who are supposed to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Is
a lot of people who aren't super proven, but okay, let's move on to
Nick's team. Josh Allen.
Is it going to kick me out here is the question. Yes, it will.
Yes, it will. All right, well, now is your opportunity. It was my phone buzzing likely. No, it wasn't.
Can we look at projections? Yes, we can. So I play Madeline first. So I'm favored by 41%. Or 1%. Sorry, I'm 51%.
I mean, she has Justin Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, solid receiving room. Brock Bowers, who I think is the best tight end to draft. I think he was amazing last year.
From the second round, though, is crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, if Jaden Daniels didn't exist last year, he's Offensive Rookie of the Year, and people are looking at him as a future generational tight end.
Agreed.
The Minnesota defense is solid. Boswell at kicker is solid. I don't see a player that I really don't like on her team.
I agree.
I mean, in an 8-person draft, that means like you're going to get kind of a solid team no matter what.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like you're an underdog against your 2.2% underdog. So you're going up against Joe Burrow, CeeDee Lamb, Puka Nacua, James Cook, David Montgomery, Sam Laporta, Tyreek Hill, Cam Little, and Philadelphia's defense.
That's a very good defense. That's a very good team. I love his receiving room. Joe Burrow is an excellent quarterback who is going to get a lot of points. I can't believe that they have Jalen Hurts as the better quarterback projected, because I think Joe Burrow is such a good quarterback. He could have won MVP last year if it wasn't such a hard debate with Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, he was a third option.
I mean, running backs looks good. David Montgomery, though, I do think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to get even more touches compared to David Montgomery next year. But I mean, that is a really good team, and I'm lucky to just be a 2% underdog.
Okay, so now we have Nick versus Ethan. So Nick's got Josh Allen, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Ashton Genty, Jonathan Taylor, David Njoku, Davante Adams, Brandon Aubrey, Denver. That's a very interesting team to me.
Yes, I mean, Joe Burrow gets hurt at any point in this season, which he has had some rough injury history. His receiving duo is donezo.
Right.
And he has to have good receivers to back him up at some point in the season. I kind of struggle with having a receiving room with two.
It's my favorite strategy to run with because it always helps me because it's super easy to double up on points, and you just have to get through 1 week not having your receivers. I can always drop one game if I have to.
That is true. Ashton Genty is a really up and down pick. David Njoku's a solid pick. I don't love Davante Adams as a. He's just so old. He's so old.
He's on like his 9th team, dude. It's like he's bouncing around the league.
I think the way he ended last season with the Jets does not give me any hope for his future. But I mean, Matt Stafford is still a good QB, and he can find them open. But I just don't love Davante Adams there. But Jonathan Taylor is going to look very good this year.
Yeah, and then versus Jaden Daniels, Brian Thomas Jr., Devontae Smith, Bijan Robinson, Josh Jacobs, Trey McBride, Kenneth Walker, Will Lutz, and Pittsburgh. That's a solid team. I don't think it really stands out as like one of the best teams, but I don't think. I mean, I guess this is Ethan's team, so we looked at this before. It's just. I think it's the most foundationally sound team.
I mean, this is probably Ethan's best situation because he did get his favorite player in the league, T.J. Watt, on his roster hypothetically. Because he does have Pittsburgh's defense.
It was telling me did that on purpose. So yeah, we already kind of went over Ethan, so we'll move on.
Yes.
Then the last matchup, we have Caleb versus Joshua. These people, I don't know who they are.
Yeah, I have no idea who these people are.
Okay, so it looks like we have Mahomes, Amon-Ra, A.J. Brown, Derrick Henry, Chase Brown, Travis Kelce, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jake Bates, Baltimore. I don't like this team.
Yes, I don't know why, but fantasy is so high on Chase Brown.
It's very weird.
He had a solid season last year, but he wasn't good enough for his team to think he was going to be the best.
Almost a 14-point projection is interesting. I guess he's playing Cleveland, but still.
I think that is very high for him, though.
I would agree. I would say maybe a 9 or 10 point projection.
I would want Chase Brown to come off my bench.
I would agree.
I don't know if I'd want him to be a starter, and that's what he is for Caleb's team, and I don't know if I love that. I do love Maserati Marv. I think he is the only player on the Cardinals. But Bates, Baltimore, that's solid. Baltimore's defense I don't necessarily love.
Yeah, but they're serviceable, so it's okay. And then versus Baker Mayfield, Nico Collins, Mike Evans, Jahmyr Gibbs, Omarion Hampton, George Kittle, Alvin Kamara, Jake Elliott, and Kansas City. I also don't really like this team.
Casey's defense is probably the best looking thing out of all of this.
I agree. Other than that, I mean, Baker's fine. Nico Collins is fine. Mike Evans is fine. Jahmyr Gibbs is great.
Jahmyr Gibbs is the best option.
This was probably his first round pick.
Yes, it definitely was.
Omarion Hampton.
I know because he was fourth and I wanted Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh, yes. Omarion Hampton is all right. Kittle's good. That's a good tight end pick for him.
Yes.
Kamara's fine. It's just kind of like, it's a fine team.
Yes.
It doesn't really stand out to me, though.
Now, Joshua is supposed to blow Caleb out in this game.
Well, 6% is not that crazy in fantasy. You got to remember that.
It's not that crazy, but also every other game we have looked at has been
like
2%.
Within 2%.
Yes. This has been a very even-looking league, and he's projected to win by over 7 points. Not over, just under 7 points, over 6 points. So this, it seems like the analytics like his team, especially in this first week, but we'll definitely have to see where it goes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see. Well, thanks for tuning into the Draft-A-Thon.
Yes, this is probably my one of those things I was very excited to do because as a commentator, I like calling a sports game or a sports situation. When I watch a draft, I'm doing the same analytics without a camera on me, without a microphone on. And I do think that this is a fun experience where I got to talk like I was a draft analyst, even though I am not, and I know nothing about football generally.
True. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Make sure you stay tuned for more content.